Hello, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston, the first annual Charleston Soul Food Veg Fest. And I have my guest here with me, Mitchell Felder, and I have Tasha Robinson, and I have Kent Wasuta. Oh, I said that right. And Victoria Felder. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Hi.
Okay, now who wants to tell me about the first annual Charleston Soul Food Veg Fest? Who'll start?
I guess I could. This idea kind of stemmed about 2 years ago. We kind of collaborated together. Thought it would be a great idea to put on something that we all needed. Mm-hmm. It's an avenue for what we like or our lifestyle, vegan. There was no other event around. There is not a lot of emphasis put on veganism here as far as mainstream or out wide. So we was like, let's put on a vegan festival. We have everything else. Like
so as a vegan, that means no meat.
No meat.
No dairy.
No dairy.
No dairy.
Or dairy. No animal products.
At all.
No shrimp. No chicken.
Right. All that is clear.
You heard that? Did you all hear that? Okay. As an herbalist, what is your role in this?
As an herbalist, my role is to bring that aspect of healing to it, because food, that is your first form of medicine. It says, let that food be medicine. Mm-hmm. Herbs is foods too. Like, we don't segregate and say, well, this is herbs and then this is food. It's all considered still food. Now, we have food or herbs that we walk on, trample every day. Like, for example, the dandelion leaf, right? Mm-hmm. That grows in your yard, but we weed eat it. But that same person that weed eat it may have high blood pressure. He may have diabetes. Mm. Instead of picking that out, washing it off and eating it, or taking the roots out, boiling it and drinking it as a tea.
So the dandelion can help blood pressure?
The dandelion can help blood pressure.
Diabetes?
And it can cleanse the blood also.
Okay. Chef Robinson.
Yes.
What are you going to be doing that day?
Actually, I will be vending my one and only uncheesecake. It's a legend here in Charleston. It's the one and only vegan cheesecake here in Charleston. A lot of people think when they go transition into veganism that they have to leave behind the foods they love. Mm-hmm. But in actuality, it's all about substituting. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I do.
And what kind of cheesecake?
It's called the uncheesecake. It's a vegan version of a cheesecake. It has no
dairy product.
No, none.
You're gonna make me come out there and try this. Okay, Victoria Felder, the cultural side.
Yeah, the cultural side. It's very important to talk and get the community involved in a project like this, because that's who we're targeting. It's a very inclusive project where we want this particular information to get into some demographics that it may have not gotten into. So that day is all about making sure everybody is having a really good time, getting the education that they need, and going home and getting ready for the next year.
Okay, so let me ask this question. So once you all became, I guess, vegans, mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yes.
How did your lifestyle change?
Drastically.
Drastically.
It changes the way you can no longer go to a lot of places out to eat. It gets you to the point where you have to learn how to cook, learn how to create, learn how to go back to native items to create the things that you used to love, like fries and burgers and pizzas and all of these things you can still have. And once you think of vegan, it's no longer just salads. It's you can make walnut meat, you can make omelets from chickpeas and all kind of other things.
You can make vegan shrimp. I make a vegan crab cake.
Okay,
it
so I'm telling you what.
Your creativity.
Yes, it does.
Very much so.
Okay, so out there, if you're like me, there's a whole lot of questions you've got going on. So you need to come to the first annual Charleston Soul Food Veg Fest, Saturday, April 28th, 2018, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Grove at Patriots Point, and that's 40 Patriots Point Road in Mount Pleasant. Okay, now what about the website? Is there a website?
Yes, there is. You can go to csfvegfest.com. A lot of information on there. As a matter of fact, everything that you need to know about the festival will be on csfvegfest.com.
But the best thing to do is come to the festival.
All day long.
Hey, if y'all like me, I'm going to be there. Thank you for being on Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you.
Okay, coming up next, the Conqueror Movement.
Love is waiting. Oh, baby. but a number. Pick one and stand in line. 'Cause love is waiting round the corner. Love is waiting round the bend. If you wanna be my lover, if you wanna be my friend, all you got to do is come on over. Only in your arms, never let me go. We could share our lives together.